Hi everyone, thank you for your patience this morning. I know we're starting a little late. We've had a few IT issues on our side, but we're nearly on top of it. So I'm just going to wait for your peers to join us in the room. So we'll give them a second to join. Okay. Or I should be saying good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure you're all in different time zones. Thank you for joining us today. Okay. All right, let's get started. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the presentation. So my name's Hannah. I'm in charge of student recruitment here for Royal Holloway International Study Centre. And I'm joined by my colleague Ben in the call as well. Ben works at the study centre, so you will meet him when you arrive to study with us. Ben's position, he'll explain his position himself, but he supports you progressing to your degree at Royal Holloway, University of London. So he's there to ensure that you get to the next step in your journey. So today we're going to talk about why you would choose Royal Holloway. We'll talk about the study centre, just getting you ready for travel. So your visa, thinking about accommodation, what to do after you confirm. And this is a great opportunity to ask questions as well. So there is a Q&A function. So you can type your questions as you think of them in the box, please. And then we'll have some chance at the end. But no question is too small, so please do feel free to ask anything that is on your mind, and we're very happy to support you today. Okay, so a little bit about Royal Holloway. So Royal Holloway is a very old, prestigious university in the UK. It was founded in 1886, and doors opened by Queen Victoria. So it's a great piece of history for us. It's got this beautiful red brick building that you can see in the picture. So very kind of iconic physical environment that you'll be studying in. It's also a very well-ranked university. So in domestic kind of UK rankings, it's in the top 30. And it also has a lot of world-leading research. So the academics and the postgraduate students are doing some very, very high-level research on the campus. Some top numbers just to tell you why you might want to be choosing Royal Holloway. So obviously we said well ranked in the UK top 30. It's also a very international campus. You'll see that number there. So it's got alumni in 95,000 different countries. You will see that when you walk across the campus. So there's people from all different nationalities, all different cultures. You can physically see them on the campus. So that makes a great community spirit. We say that's one of the key reasons students choose Royal Holloway, because of that inclusive, welcoming campus environment. You are at a University of London. You are 40 minutes from London on a direct train, but you are on this safe, green, community-oriented campus. So we think that's a real key reason to choose the university because of that safe, welcoming environment. In addition, you might be familiar with the buildings because you would have seen them on a lot of famous kind of TV or movies. For example, Avengers and Downton Abbey was filmed at Royal Holloway. So some really iconic spaces that you're going to be studying in. We'll go to the next slide. Sorry, guys, I think our PowerPoint's frozen. Give us a minute. All right. Okay. So this is this famous building that again that you might have seen in a lot of the movies. And this is the Founders Building, which is one of the key spaces on campus. This is where the International Study Centre is. So this is where all your support, your tutors will be sitting, all the welfare staff and Ben's team will be sitting as well. Maybe at this point, Ben, do you want to introduce yourself and talk about your team a little bit?
Yes, thank you so much, Hannah. Hello, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon your time. So my name is Ben Musa Haj Musa, so you can call me Ben. I'm the progression and transition manager. So I'm the one here to help you to getting like to the university. We can help you academically and non-academically. We can provide you the support that you need across all your lessons or maybe like across your journey with us. So we are here like based on the Founder West, and we are like all the time open, so you can come to us and we can help you whether you have academic problems. So for example, if you have like academic, let's say with one module, so we can try to help you. We can try to provide you like the support and the resources that you need. Also, like if you have a non-academic problem as well, so if you want to have like something outside of the class and you want to ask some questions outside the class, for example, like how to open bank account or how you go from place to another place as well, or all those sort of non-academic things as well, we can help you with them, and we are here like to support you along the way. And also like before the end of your course, of course, we're gonna be making sure that you progress and transit and you transit to the Royal Holloway University in a very smooth way, and you don't have to be worried about anything either like enrollment or progression or anything as well. So this is our role here.
Great, thank you. Okay, so we'll go on to the next slide. So as I've suggested, Royal Holloway is a campus-based university in Egham, which is, as I said, 40 minutes direct train out of the centre of London. Because you are not studying in the centre of London, your living costs do reflect this. So it's a lot cheaper to live, outside of the key city centre and at the Royal Holloway campus or in the very much surrounding area. We will talk about accommodation in a few minutes as well. It's a beautiful green campus, we've said, 135 acres of parkland, and there's a lot of green parks around as well. You're very near to the river, you're very near to Windsor. I'll have Ben again talk about the campus in a minute because he's actually based there every day. But yeah, a very beautiful, safe place to study. As we said, one of the safest areas in the UK. You are on a very self-contained campus, so there is campus security, so you don't ever need to be worried about having someone to support you at any time of the day or night. There's always campus security around. We've already talked about the movies. And in addition to that beautiful red brick building, there are a lot of modern study spaces as well available for you. There are academic departments, which obviously have very modern buildings. For example, if you're doing research in engineering or the business school is very modern. But there's also student services centre, library, careers hub, all of this on the campus, all in one place, walkable, for you to get everything you need. Let's see if we can go on to the next slide. Potentially not. Should I take over the PowerPoint if we're having trouble? If so, Leo, do you want to stop sharing your screen and then I'll start? All right, thanks everyone for your patience today. Let me try and share my screen instead. Let's do that. All right, hopefully you can see it. All right, tell me if it's not working, but it should be appearing any minute. Here we go. Okay. We'll go on to the next one. Sorry guys, now there's a lot of stuff on my screen, so I've got to look at what I'm seeing. Okay, so as I said, 40 minutes from central London. We don't suggest you live in central London. That's not a smart move in terms of being able to successfully reach campus every day to go to class. 40 minutes is great for weekends, for employability activities, but not for everyday living. Because you may need to be on campus for 9 a.m. for a class, and it's going to be challenging to do all the trains and to do all the walking and get there on time. And your priority is your academic study and is progressing into the university. So you need to be in class. So we don't suggest living in central London. We suggest living on the Royal Holloway campus or in the surrounding area. So you can walk or take a short bus ride to campus. But London is very close. And as I said, great for your employability because all those big businesses are right in the centre of London, but great for weekend activities too. London's obviously a multicultural city. It was just, again, given the title Best City in the World for Students for 2024, which it's won before. So yeah, a great place to have that close access to. But as we've said before, because you're a little bit outside, you don't have that cost of living that you would have if you were in the very centre. So we think it's the best of both worlds. but you are one of the members of the University of London, and so you are part of that global network and can access the University of London facilities across the city. Okay, so I'm doing the PowerPoint, so I'll go on to the next slide. I'll just have Ben now talk a bit about what's actually on campus, all the facilities.
Okay, thank you again, Hannah. So basically, as Hannah said, that the campus here is self-contained as well. So you have got everything in one place. So basically, we have got like restaurants here, coffees. Like for example, we have Starbucks, we have Costa, and also we have the Hub, which is like full of restaurants and dietaries. For example, if you want to eat like Chinese food, Thai food, Japanese as well, Oriental like in general. Also like if you are like vegetarian as well, you find vegetarian. So everything like in one place in the hub as well. If you like want halal food as well, there's also like it does exist there. So the campus has got sort of like those restaurants, and also like in every Tuesday, the Students' Union organize like fresh market. So all the people who are like exhibiting their products like on the market here in Egham, so they will come to the university, to Students' Union there, where you can see in the map Students' Union. So they will come there every Tuesday, and you have the chance as well, like to do your own shopping, so you don't have to go like outside the campus as well. And also there are like mini events in the camps around the week. So Students' Union, if you are interested as well, you can join Students' Union. And also we have got one of our latest members as well, who just joined us like last week. She's also like she used to be like one of Students' Union representatives. So when you come here to the campus, she can help you, and she can make you like integrated with those societies, and she can give you like more details about those clubs and how you join those societies and how you can be in them as well. Also in terms like of libraries, we have got also like Davidson Library, which is like one of the, I would say like the good building here, because has got like very spacious like places where you can study in the areas in the silent area, or you can go like to the public area where you can just like enjoy with other students as well. And also we have got the old library where you feel like back to the 18th century, which is like very good like looking library, which is just for silent studying as well. So those ones are all like in one place. And as you can see in the field as well, the founders field, there are like many fields like for the tennis, for the basketball, for the football, for the soccer as well, for all sorts of football. So please, like if you want to just join those societies, please do let us know, and then we can help you. And of course, when you come here, we're gonna take you tour as well, and you're gonna enjoy these camps. For those who might ask about the gym, yes, there is a gym here in the camps as well. So if you want to join it, just show your student's ID as well, and you have to pay the membership fees is around like £20, and it's also like as well equipped as well. So yeah, so those are for the equipment and also like for the facilities here at the university. And for those maybe who want to practice musical instruments like piano, violins, and all those ones, there are also like some rooms as well like to practice. So please, you can contact us at any time, and then we can help you like how to link you with those rooms as well, so you can practice as well.
Great, thank you. Okay, accommodation, as we suggested, really do recommend that you live on campus, or if not, in walking distance of campus. In our experience, students think, oh, it's a University of London university. I will live maybe with a family friend in central London or someone I know. And they don't think about how long it takes to travel and the expense of traveling. They just look at the price of the room for the month. And so we just want to share that this is not the way to your academic success. You've really got to look at both the price of the room, but also the price of your daily travel to campus, and also how long it will take you. If it's one train, if it's multiple, what happens if the train is cancelled? Your academic success really depends on you attending all your classes. It's so important that you don't miss your class. And that's when we see students not succeed, when they do not attend class. That's the main situation. So we want to make sure you are set up for success by being able to easily access your classrooms and get into class and engage with your peers and your teacher, and make sure you have all that learning live. So we do suggest living on campus. If not, as I said, try and live in the surrounding area of Egham. We can talk to you about what that is. We can give you specific advice, but we would not say live in the centre of London because it's just too many barriers to your study when you want to get to class. There's lots of options. You should have had an email from our central student support team. We'll be talking to you about how to book on-campus accommodation and also advice about the local area and how to find accommodation close to campus. So we have that central student support team who will email you after you have an offer letter, giving you advice for the next steps. And as we said, there's lots of different options. So catered and self-catered, single and mixed gender. When you're on campus, as Ben said, you have access to all those student union societies and sporting facilities a lot easier. Obviously, if you're living off campus, you can still access them, but you're not physically there to just go to the gym, go to a sports society event at a minute's notice. You would have to travel quite far to get onto campus to attend all the activities. And so we say again, if you're very close, then you can be in the community very easily to access everything and not miss out because you are commuting. Okay. Also, as I said before, we do have 24-hour security on campus, so very safe, especially if it's your first time in the UK. It's a soft landing to being in another country. So yes, have a look at our website, email our student support team. Happy to hold your hand through this process. Right to work. Okay, so we know a lot of students do want to work while they're in the UK. And this is beneficial for your employability. So you can gain kind of skills that you can use on your CV to say, I've done this experience in the past and I've got these skill set. But we do want to remind you that your visa is the most important thing. Obviously, if you do anything that harms your visa, that harms your future study and your degree. And you're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into achieving your degree. And we don't want to put any kind of, again, barriers in the way of you not understanding the rules and accidentally harming your visa. So you are allowed to work maximum 10 hours a week during term time. And let's see, and that's for any course below degree level. So that's our foundations. 20 hours a week at degree level. So that's international year one, that is at degree level. And then outside of term time, so during holidays, you're allowed to work 40 hours a week. But I would just say before you get a job, do go and talk to the study centre staff. So that would be the welfare staff, to Ben's team, just to make sure that you are, again, following the visa rules. They can double check it for you, just so, again, you're not going to harm your chance of progressing to your university degree or harm your degree by not understanding the rules. So do check everything over before you say yes to a job. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay. So now what to expect from the International Study Centre. I'm going to again pass you over to Ben.
Thank you, Hannah. So yeah, so what do you expect from us? So the main and the most important thing as well is support throughout your studies. So is in a different levels and different departments as well. So when you come here, you will meet with Abby. Abby is the head of students experience. She's also like my manager as well. And she is the main person that is going to help you like in sort like of students admin, so in sorts of like bank letters or other like issues with the finance as well. For academic as well, it's Chris. He's the one also like he's going to help you in sort like of having some problems with your course. You have some inquiries, maybe you want to change your course, maybe you want to get in like more details about the future and the new like desired course as well at the university. So Chris and I are the main person. So my team and the department here, the students and progression, we are doing the both two sides. So we are doing students experience and we are doing also academic one. So if you want to come to us like in both issues, we are very happy to help you. Sometimes maybe you find Chris and Abby are busy and we can help you as well to transfer your inquiries to them. So this is the main important one. And if you want to go to here to this website, you can meet the entire team and you can have an idea about who is your team. So in terms like of studies as well, we have I would say like one of the best tutors here I have seen, because I have worked in different centers as well, and I can confirm that the tutors here are highly experienced. with at least like 10 years of experience in teaching in each modules. They have like a very good experience. They have very good profile of dealing with the students. All the students who studied here, either like January or the last cohort as well, they were extremely happy with the tutors. They all like showed like in the feedback, they were saying like all the tutors that were helpful and they encouraged them like to study as well. So also this is one of the main things here on the Royal Holloway, and we want to like also like to make sure that your voice is heard as well. So we are trying to give you like and provide support throughout either like your studies inside the class, as I said, like by your teachers, outside the class, as you can see, Chris, Abby, and I are all like everyone as well. So yes, also, yeah.
Should we have a look
So
what the next slide is?
yes, sir. Yeah.
You're fine.
So what do you expect in the classes? So you might also wonder like how many students in the class? Yes, that might be a good question. We have at least like 15 students. Why we have 15 students? Because we want to like to have and we want to deliver like high quality blended learning experience, making use of both face-to-face teaching and our innovative digital teaching solution as well. So as we said, like when you have those students in the class, so you can engage well with your teachers, you can ask more questions, you can also like have the ability as well, like to engage with other students. You don't have to feel like, oh, there are a lot of students in the class, so you cannot engage or no. So in the class, as we said, like no more than 25 students. This one is in the lecture. You have like groups and also lectures. So in one pathway or cohort as well, you can come like in one lecture. So it depends on your pathway. And also like you have some platforms like Moodles. So here we are using Moodles. So making sure that one, we've been trying to update like Moodles all the time, and we're trying to make sure that it suits like your expectation as well, and it's very easy to use. Also, we have like learning that's self-study. So in your timetable, you will have like some gaps in your timetable. That one is called self-study time that help you like to learn and to become more independently. And you come like to prepare your lessons before the class and everything. Also, you will be assigned beside our support as well in the center here by my team, Sarah and I, Christina, and also Nicole. So you will be assigned to personal tutor. That one is going to support you in every step as well, uh, to help you as well to track your progress into to the progress, sorry, to the university as well. So, and also you have teachers that you will be engaging with them individually. Now we have got something new as well in the center. It's called like office hours. It's every Wednesday. So you can book a meeting with your tutor for 30 minutes or 1 hour, as long as like you want like to discuss with your tutor, and then they can help you like provide you like more academic and pastoral support as well. So we have got like many ways as well like to support you and making sure that you progress to the university as well. Yes. Next slide, please. Yes.
Yes. I would just say to the students, yeah, the time when we see students don't be successful is when they don't engage. So as Ben said, there's so many people waiting to help you, your tutors, your personal tutors. The only time that we would be concerned about you is if you are not asking questions, you are not telling us when something is confusing or you have a problem. So that's our advice to you. Please, you have to be brave and communicate. And then there's so many people there who are going to make sure that you get through all your questions or all your concerns.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah. So yeah,
Right.
so part of our university community, so the International Studies Center here like opened in September, like almost like 12 years from now. It's basically in the founder building. It's very iconic. We are just based like starting from the beside picture gallery to the room founder founder west, yes, 143. So those are the main offices like for us. So in every door you will find instructions. So which office for this one, you find emails as well. So our office is Founder West 166, and also like the opposite office is for the welfare 165, sorry. So that one, those two offices that we do receive the students on a daily basis if they have problems, as Hannah said as well. So please do engage with us. Tell us everything, because if you don't tell us, then in the future we cannot help you because it's gonna be too late. So please do engage with us, tell us everything that that's my concerns as well. Our mission, as we said, like to make sure that you are fully prepared for this one, progress to the university. Beside what I have said as well, we have citizenship course as well. It's an additional course that is going to help you obtaining those skills for the university. So we are still like finalizing this course. So the students that will be enrolled to this course based on their tutor's observation in the classroom and also like based on their need and those skills. So you will be taught like how to deal with the time management, how to become good students, how to deal with the feedback. So all those one we are preparing them for you as well. So when you come here on November, so we will start like delivering those ones as well to all the students in the car as well. As we said, like ISC is part of the Royal Holloway community from the start of the program. So as we said, like you are allowed as well to join the students' union communities and societies and clubs as well. So you are actually students at the Royal Holloway University. So you can go to events and you can go to anything here by the university as well. Just show them your card, and you will be part from the university since the first day. You don't have to wait. Let's say, for example, your foundation or international year one until like you feel that you are part of that community. No, it's from the first day. You can join clubs, you can join societies, you can do anything with the university. So we have got, as I said, like one of the things you might be aware of. So for example, we have students discount. So it's all for all the students. They do have like the ID students. If you have the ID as well, so yes, it's the same like with the Royal Holloway students. So it's, as we said, like you are part of this one since the first day. So allowing you, as we said, like the clubs, you enjoying everything. Our students as well, like they already joined those societies and clubs. Some of them they went to the tennis, volleyball as well, to the basketball, football. So please do join the cricket as well. So please do join those communities because it will help you like to progress as well, and also like to be like part of the university as well. So yeah, so this is like how to be part of the university. And I said as well, we have Christina now. She's students officer and transition as well. So she's going to help you. She was also like part of students union for 3 years, and now she is working with us here. So she's going to help you like and suggest like which societies, and she's going to link you as well with the societies and also like with the clubs as well. Yes.
Wonderful. Okay.
I'm gonna pass now to Hannah. So yes.
Back to me. Okay, so what is the November start date? So this is a newer start that we're offering this year. And we've done it 1 year in the past and we've seen it be very successful. And it's essentially giving you, again, another soft landing, a more supportive start to your studies in the UK. So it's an additional 3 weeks of, as I said, support and study skills support. So you will start the actual academic learning, so your academic classes in January, but for 3 weeks in November, we will take you through academic English, digital literacy, being familiar with the campus and the UK, so getting comfortable with the environment. As Ben said, a lot of studying in the UK is understanding the British education system. So what do your teachers and your tutors actually look for in your study? Like how do you do well in a research project or in a essay? And so a lot of those study skills are, again, kind of cultural in terms of just the education system here. And part of the ISC's purpose is to get you ready so that when you progress into your degree, you know exactly how to get your best grades because you know what the teacher is looking for when you're doing your projects or your assessments. So we start that off early for November. We give you an additional 3 weeks of additional support. As I said, the support will go throughout your entire ISC journey, but this is on top, so you don't have to be thinking about 2 things at once. You just think about getting used to the environment and used to the education system, and then your academic learning starts in January. It's the same tuition fee, so we don't charge additional tuition fee when you have these additional 3 weeks. The only thing you need to think about in terms of pricing is you will be living in the UK for this additional 3 weeks, so that will impact your accommodation costs and living costs. But tuition exactly the same as if you start in November or if you start in January or September. Okay. And as it says on the screen, you progress into your university degree at the exact same time as if you had started, for example, in September this year. You would progress at the same time to September 2024. When you start with us in November or January, you just don't get a summer break between you finish your program and your university degree. So that's the only difference. You go straight from your studies at the ISC into your studies at the university for the next year of your degree. See our next slide. So what is it for those additional 3 weeks? It is face-to-face, so this isn't an online course. At least 15 hours a week of face-to-face teaching. And as I said, so you looking at your communication skills, so both English language, but also again, for example, in British education, sometimes your assignment might be doing a presentation. And so that does require you to have a level of communication skills and just knowing how to communicate academically. And so we focus on that during the ISC. Your digital literacy, they focus on that again, so you can use the VLE, which is like the teaching environment online, but also so you can again do your assignments in the right kind of format. You'll meet all the key college staff and the centre staff. So again, when you arrive, you're not looking around who can help me. You'll have met them in advance. When you have problems during the year, you know who they are. And again, more time to adapt, set up your UK bank account, get familiar with the campus, visit London. So you'll be really, really comfortable by the time January rolls around and your academic classes start. So as the student said here, less pressure essentially at the start. Next steps. Okay, so this is a long list. I'm sure you're aware of a lot of it. So the next things you do after you get an offer letter to study with us, obviously, I think we'll talk in a minute about your visa. If not, I'll pause and we'll talk about that. Think about your accommodation. As I said, you really want to make sure it's not adding any barriers to your study. So think about accommodation costs. Is there additional bills involved? But also look at how long it will take you to get to the campus. Plan your commute. So that's my key advice today. When you're paying the fees, make sure you pay them via your offer letter. So there's a secure payment link in your offer letter. And so, yeah, that's the way of paying your fees to us. After you have your visa, then you'll book your travel, and we do need to know when you are arriving so that we can get ready for your arrival. So when you confirm, you get access to the Welcome Hub, and that has a pre-registration form that you can tell us all your travel plans, your flight details, what day you will come to campus. And so then our student services team, our student support team on campus know exactly when to expect you. On the Welcome Hub, it also tells you what equipment you need to be successful in your studies. For example, you can't study and just have a mobile phone. That's not the right equipment for you to be successful. You do need a computer, like a laptop. And all this information about what you need is going to be on the Welcome Hub. Again, so you can do your assignments, you can write your essays. You want to make sure that you have that equipment. The passport is relating to your visa and your travel. Obviously, important, check your passport maybe after this session. Make sure you have 6 months, because if you have to renew it right now, that adds additional time to your next steps. So yeah, good to get your passport valid before you start applying for your visa, before you start planning your travel. It's kind of the first thing you need to do. And this kind of stuff, so like organizing your money, making sure you're bringing copies of important documents. It's important for your packing, but we're also going to have a session on pre-arrival a bit later. So we'll have a whole nother webinar which covers these kind of aspects about what to pack, traveling, arriving. So we'll definitely go through that in detail. I think that's the pre-enrollment event, or it's there's a lot of webinars coming we'll advise you about. I will say this is the important email address here, so you might want to write it down, or when you get these slides that email to you later, write it down. So these are the team, the central student support team, that advise you before you arrive about things like how to book your accommodation, travel plans. So anything your pre-arrival, do email this team. They get back to you pretty quickly, usually within 2 days. And they can advise you again about accommodation options, about your travel, about arrival. And I mean, ask them anything that you have that you're not sure if it's their area, and they will tell you how to get the answer. So before travel, this is the great email address to have. Okay, yeah, so here's our visa page. So we have made deadlines for you based on how long it takes for us, how long we think it takes for you to get a visa from your country. So again, the most important thing is that you are arriving on time, so you don't miss any classes, you don't miss any of that support systems, all that kind of, that study skills support. So you have to arrive on time, especially for November, because if you miss one of the 3 weeks, you've missed a huge amount of the content. So what we do is we look at your country that you're applying from, and we think, or actually we talk to our staff in country and say, how long does it take to apply for a visa from that country? And then we give you a deadline so that we know that you'll be have enough time to apply for the visa, receive the visa, travel, and arrive on time. So we've got the kind of key countries here. We recognize this isn't all the countries, but you all do have an educational counselor. So you'll either have an agent or a counselor within our company. And so do ask them about your specific situation, your specific country, and they'll give you the visa deadline. And that's again for us to give you the visa so that you can go ahead, apply, and arrive on time. Let me try and think. So these dates are for the foundation year. For the international year one, we do have a slightly earlier deadline because that visa is given by Royal Holloway University of London. So they give you one, let's say ICAS, they give you one CAS, which is the visa document for the entirety of your study. So both for the international year one, but it also covers the next 2 years of your study. So the university creates that CAS for you, and they have asked for you to be CAS ready. So you've given all your documents to them by the end of October, so the 28th of October. And that's if you're using a priority visa. Again, so what you need to do is make sure that you can successfully apply for your visa, go through all the biometric steps, potentially the interview, and then receive the visa, receive your passport, book your travel, get here on time. So there's some steps to think through, but as I said, the most important thing to do is to make sure you're going to arrive on time. If you don't meet the deadlines, there's January, as I said, the academic study you will not miss if you defer to January. So that's what we would advise you to do if you think you're going to miss the deadlines, or if we think you're going to miss the deadlines. As you said, we've got a lot of study skills support throughout the whole program, so you'll get it in January, but the important thing is not to be late. I see a question come up. I think I'm going to save that to the end, and we'll answer all questions at the end, but yeah, please do keep asking questions in that Q&A function. Okay, as we said, let's see, we're going to issue you a CAS. So the CAS will have all the information. Actually, let's go back. So we're going to issue you a pre-CAS. So we'll give that to you and your agent that says, here's all the information that we are going to give the UK government about you. So your full name, your date of birth, your course of study. You'll read it all over and say, is that accurate? Is there a spelling mistake, for example? Is my birthday accurate? And you'll sign it saying you double check that the information is accurate. This is just another pair of eyes so that we can be absolutely sure that your visa is going to be have all the accurate information. Then potentially after we do that, we might look at your financial documents. If we think that the visa authority will also do this, it's likely they'll also look after your finances to see if you have, let's see, it's the amount of money, so your tuition and your living costs in your bank account for 28 consecutive days. If we think that the UK visa authority might look for that, we will double check it for you first to be sure. So we'll check over your bank statements again for your peace of mind, so that you know everything's been checked. We might also have a pre-visa interview with you. And again, that's if we think you are likely to go through that on the day in your visa appointment. We'll have that practice with you in advance, asking you the questions so you can think through the answers in your head in advance. You've done the research in advance. And so you're most confident when you're going to your visa interview that you've done all the preparation you can and you're ready for the real thing. Let's see. So this is just, again, we need to make sure you'll be on time. We'll double check that by asking you to fill out the pre-registration form so we know when you're physically getting to campus. And as I said, attending class, both for your academic success, but also for your visa is very, very important. So you do have to be attending all your classes to be staying within your visa regulations. So keep that in mind. That's very important. Yeah, if you are going to be late, you do need to tell us. So you need to tell your agent, or there's our admissions email address here. But we do need that information. We need to know when to expect you. Okay, so I think this is going to be a little bit repetitious. So yeah, if you have a conditional offer right now, you still have academic conditions, you haven't met your English, we do need that information as soon as possible. As we said, the deadlines are coming up. If you can't meet the conditions in time, again, we'll probably change you to January so that, again, you're all ready to start your study on time. Paying your confirmation fee, that is on your offer letter. So it will say the exact amount you need to pay, and it will have a secure payment link. So only pay through that link on your offer letter. That's the secure place. And then I've just gone ahead of myself. So this is the steps. So your precast is all the accurate information that we're going to give the visa authority about you. So it's all your personal details that we would appreciate you double checking to make sure it's all accurate for us. We will want you to pay any tuition fees. If you pay tuition fees, we will show that on your CAS. So again, you can show the UK Visa Authority that you are a serious student, you have invested towards your study. That information is on your CAS that you've already paid towards tuition. This stuff is just, again, additional information we need to be able to support you. So if you're living off campus, we want to know exactly where you're living. We will need to know your emergency contact details. So if something happens, parents or guardians or another person we can contact in that situation, your insurance information. So this is just stuff pre-confirmation that we do need to receive to, again, support you during your studies, but also secure your place on the course. And as we said, we will check over your financial documents if we think that's necessary, and we will process your CAS and send that out to you. Okay. And again, I slightly hinted towards this. You will get access to a welcome hub after you confirm. The welcome hub, a lot of information about pre-arrival, but also it has that pre-registration form that we do need you to complete so we can know when to expect you. If you can't get onto the welcome hub, again, that central student support email address, our team there, please do email them and they'll send you links or login information. So yeah, a really important email address to have. Let's see. Yeah, we do have a pre-enrollment event. That information will be available on the Welcome Hub. And that again, what to expect. So it's the next step. So packing, arrival, induction, how to register. So yeah, it is very important that you attend the next webinar, which is the pre-enrollment event. And the final thing is, yeah, as we said, please do arrive on time. The first day of term for November students is the 27th of November. If you are having to miss that pre-induction period or you're not looking for that, academic courses start 15th of January. So again, really important that you are on time for these deadlines. Welcome Hub, a bit of a screenshot of so you can see what it will look like, and also some information about what it will include. So again, how to access the virtual learning environments, all those additional support information about your academic classes. Pre-enrollment event, that information is on the Welcome Hub. Again, us asking for your emergency contact information and the pre-registration forms. So when we have forms that you need to fill out, that will be on the Welcome Hub. And I think that's about that. So as I said, very important, have a look at it, especially if you're confirmed. Make sure you've downloaded all the information, read all the information, but also filled out the forms for us. All right. And as I've hinted before, you will unfortunately not be able to study just with a mobile phone. So you do need a laptop. If you haven't been able to successfully get a laptop before you arrive, for example, our team are able to advise, and there is an option where you can purchase it through one of our trusted suppliers. But I would recommend looking at the Welcome Hub in advance, looking at the tech required and seeing if you can purchase it from your home. And as said, if not, we can help you when you arrive. But it is important that you have that equipment so you can successfully study when you arrive. Insurance. So when you are a student in the UK, you do have access to the NHS, which is the national healthcare. So the national healthcare in the UK. So students often ask me, I've got access to the doctors and the healthcare. Why do I need insurance? Insurance is important when you're away from your home for a long period of time. So I'm sure you get it when you travel. For example, if you, as I said, miss your departure, so they give you information, they give you support, and they give you maybe financial contribution if you miss departure, if you lose your property. But also, especially for students away from home for a long time, I would focus on this emergency repatriation expenses. So if you have to travel back to your home country in an emergency situation, this is kind of a key thing that typically is very, very expensive, and it might be too expensive for you to do on your own. And this is how insurance supports you. So again, these kind of emergency situations that you might not be prepared for, insurance is peace of mind. It also enables you to, support yourself and support yourself away when you're away from your home country for a period of time. I would say have a look at the insurance brochure. It's on the slides. It's also on the Welcome Hub. And yeah, look through the insurance, make sure you're covered if you've got your own or if you want to purchase ours. And again, it's just additional peace of mind. And if anything happens when you're abroad and when you're studying in the UK, it's a support system for you. So do have a serious look into your insurance. Okay. How are we doing? Okay, student ambassador. So when you arrive, there is an opportunity for you to, this is kind of to increase your employability skills by being one of our student ambassadors. So we do ask if you want to volunteer to take part, and this is giving you the opportunity to do activities to talk to future students about your experience at the International Study Centre. So that could be getting involved in photography shoots, so like taking pictures of you on the campus. You could take over our social media. You could attend face-to-face events like this and talk about your experience, writing blogs or writing about your experience. So again, all this we think will both help us inform future students about your experience, but also gives you so many different skills. So about writing in English language in a commercial environment, about taking part in social media, so learning about social media if you have that interest in the future. These are all going to kind of give you skills maybe about public speaking that you can write on your CV, that you've all experienced, that you've had kind of commercial experience in this area. And that, yeah, again, you can use to increase your employability. So you've got on the screen, you'll receive a LinkedIn recommendation from us. We'll help, give you training sessions. But again, really, really great to show practical experience of kind of skills you've learned. And you can show exactly why you've got this, why you're good at public speaking, why you've got public speaking skills, because you've used it in this environment. So that's an option. And then we do tell you a bit more about that after you first arrive on the campus. There is a video here about it a bit more in the slides. If you're really excited, do you want to apply it immediately? There's some links here on the slides as well, so you can just click through the links and get in contact with our marketing teams. Guys. Final thing we want to say, as I said before, make sure that you pay your tuition fee through the secure payment link on the offer. Also, if you get any emails or phone calls saying they're from the UK Visa Authority, they're from the university, like if there's an email or phone call asking you for money, that's not real. So we just want to, I guess, prepare you. Obviously, you're in a new place, you're in a new country, you don't know the culture, you don't know the typical way things happen. And so sometimes international students are targeted. We don't want to scare you. We just want to tell you before you do anything, before you pay any money, pause. You can hang up the phone. Nothing bad's going to happen if you hang up the phone. If anyone asks for money, just don't continue. Stop, speak to your agent. They will speak to us. Or you can, look online at the real phone number for the your local UK embassy and call them up. Just take a pause. No one's going to ask for money on the phone or an email, so it's not real. And so, as I said, hang up the phone and then find a real way of checking the information through official websites or through speaking to your agent. And that way you can feel a lot more secure. But as I said, just take a pause. It's very unlikely to happen, but we just want to have a chat to you about it in advance, just to give you additional, again, peace of mind to know what to expect. So as I said, make sure you pay your tuition fees through your secure payment link on the offer letter, and everything else, hang up and speak to a trusted advisor. Okay. Okay. And finally, joining our social medias community is a great way to keep getting information, but we'd love to take this opportunity to answer some of your questions. Let's see. Our first one is, how many days does it take the CAS letter to be issued? So this depends if you're a foundation student or if you are international year one. As I said, foundation, you get your CAS through the ISC, through study group. Typically, once your documents are all ready, it's honestly within like 48 hours, so 2 to 3 days. That's working days, so not the weekends. If it's through the university obviously has some additional checks and they'll take some additional time. They've told us 10 working days. If you are a November student, because we know it's getting close to the start date, they promised me it's going to be quicker. So we are expecting November students who are already, November International Year 1 students who have already secured their place. We are expecting them to get their CASs by the end of today if they've already secured their place. And then we are expecting a quicker turnaround for them than 10 working days. So we are hoping to get that down to I'm hoping 3. We'll see, but yeah, the university's promised they will be a lot quicker than 10 working days for our November International Year 1 students, because again, we want to get you here on time, and we know that's something that you need to receive before you can apply for your visa. So I would say, yeah, foundation, definitely 48 hours, International Year 1, 10 working days, hopefully we're hoping quicker. Okay, but do ask your agent and they can ask us, and I can talk to the university and figure out where your ICAS is at. Okay, so just answer that. Do you have any more questions? Let's see, received, okay. So I'm just going to read your question. Okay. Right, so if you think your visa application is going to be delayed, you're probably looking at a future intake, honestly. So yeah, our most important thing is you attend all your classes on, and so you can obviously have all the information ready to progress successfully into your degree. We can't accept really late arrivals because it does hurt your academic experience and it hurts your ability to start your degree and to progress successfully onto your degree. Our thing is we don't want to accept you late and then your grades suffer and then you don't progress successfully into your future degree, because that hurts your entire study plan. We'd rather you start the next intake. So if you can't join us by January and you can't join us within 2 weeks of the start date of January, we're probably going to suggest the next September, which I understand adds additional time to your study plan. But as I said, it will give you the best chance of progressing successfully into your university degree, which you will have put a lot of effort and a lot of financial work towards. So we do suggest that's the priority. But yeah, happy to talk about individual situations. Speak to your agent. They can speak to our local team out in your country, but also they can connect you with me if you want. So yeah, I'm happy to help any advice I can give. Okay. Please answer the first question again. Sorry, was that how many days the CAS letter would be issued? So that's 48 hours for foundation, and that's 10 working days for International Year 1, but we're hoping quicker because it's university's decision. You gave your pre-CAS on the, sorry, I'm going to finish that. So that's that. If you have another question, please do type it out. You gave your pre-CAS on the 2nd of October. When's the last day for your CAS? If it's an International Year 1, it's probably with the university. So potentially that's why you're having a little delay. But do check in with your agent, and they'll speak to our admissions team and they'll find out exactly where your CAS is at. What you want, let me try and think about deadlines. Maybe we'll go back to that slide. Let's have a look. Ooh. So I'm assuming you're a foundation year student. If you're not, we can maybe add 10 days. So yeah, let's have a look. So I would say, yeah, you still do have time, even if you're from countries where it takes a lot longer to apply for your visa. So I would say, let's see, we've still got another week until you need to be thinking quite seriously, where is my CAS? So yeah, I would say speak to your agent this week, but I do think we've got some time. This is even when students are submitting all their documents. So we're not at the deadline quite yet for you to be worried about your CAS being here to be arrived on time. And then if you're from other countries where it might be quicker to get a visa, again, you've got even more time. Oh, sorry, my voice is going. Even more time before you arrive. But as I said, speak to a local representative. They will know exactly how long it takes to get a visa and to get through your travel plans and to arrive on time. And so that's the most important thing for us. You can tell us about your arrival time and we can work back from you and make sure you're through the visa process in time for arrival. Let's see. timetable January. Yeah, so not available. Your induction schedule will be available on the Welcome Hub, but all your tutors are still working out their timetables, so that will be available, I believe, Ben, right, when they first arrive. So academic stuff you will get on arrival. Right, Ben?
Yeah, so the timetable, as we said, like I have already answered this question to one student already has asked. So basically your classes timetable you will not receive it until you complete your induction. And then after that, you will receive your timetable. So you will not receive your timetable before you arrive to the center and you finish and you complete your induction, because that's a very important like step that you need to do before you receive your timetable. So yeah, so just to clarify this point. But in the meantime, you can check the website royalholloway.com, and that one is going to see like the timetable like for the induction as well.
Right. Yeah. So that's your Welcome Hub. So yeah, do check that out. Is the CAS the same as the pre-CAS? So kind of. So pre-CAS is all the information that we give the UK Visa Authority about you. So your course, what you're studying, your date of birth, your full name. Your actual CAS that you get will also have a CAS number, which is a specific number that you enter your UK visa appointment, and that yeah allows you to apply for the visa. So a lot of the same information, but the precast is something we have as a checkpoint for you to make sure all the information you confirm is accurate. So things like your date of birth, your full name, it's good to have a second pair of eyes on that. Okay. Done. Any vacations in the foundation year? Should I put that to you, Ben?
Yeah. So basically, like, do I have to apply for the program that I want to change?
Oh no,
Yes.
the one
Yeah. So
before. So do students have a vacation during the foundation?
yes, you do. Yeah, you do have like vacation. So basically, when you come here in November, you'll have vacation start like from the 9th of December until like the 2nd of January. And then of course you'll have like 1 week in also like in Easter as well. So yes, you have those sort of vacation, and you have like 1 week called like reading week. It's not a vacation, but you're supposed like to do some reading, to do some research, but you don't have classes in that one as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think on the Welcome Hub, there's a pre-arrival guide, and typically that does have periods of study and that has vacation periods. So have a look on the Welcome Hub and see if it has all those dates. But yeah, thank you, Ben. Let's see. Do I have to apply for the program if I want to change my offer for the next intake? No. You don't have to reapply. Just tell your agent or your counselor. They will tell admissions team. I believe they should just issue you a new offer. Like you shouldn't have to submit anything new. The only thing you might need to do is if they say, are you studying a new qualification between this start date and the one you want next? They might ask you that question. You might be asked to provide information. But if you've got no more academic qualifications since last time you applied, you shouldn't have to go through any steps. It's just a request to our admissions team. Okay. Yeah, International Year One, we've been asking the university to provide us the CASs. Unfortunately, they had an IT issue, which meant they had to solve that before they could give the CASs. But we have been asking them, and they've said they were practicing on Thursday and then Friday and today. They've said they're going to get through all the students who are waiting and give them the CASs. So they've told me by end of today, the students waiting should have their CASs. I would say if you haven't received it by tomorrow, speak to your agent. They will chase us up. I'll chase the university again. But yeah, they've been working on them quite hard on Friday and then all day today. So we're really hoping you won't have to wait any longer. So thank you for your patience. But yeah, I'm hoping that you'll stop having to wait by end of today. Okay. So I think that's all your questions. Does anyone have any last minute questions? Okay. If not, yeah, thank you so much for your time today. We're really looking forward to seeing you on time, either for the November start or for academic classes in January. My top tips is write down that central student support email address, because they're all your accommodation questions, your pre-arrival questions. Make sure you fill out that pre-registration form, because we do need to know when to expect you. My other advice, please come to campus on the first day of your course. Some students wait for us to tell them to come in, but the first day of your course, please come to the International Study Centre, the Founders Building, meet all the staff. It's important that you start off running, shall we say. So yeah, don't wait at home, make sure you come in. And yeah, as I said, there's so many support staff ready to welcome you and to get you ready for your future degree. So yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing you very soon. Oh, one more question. You're awarded with a scholarship. Is it only for the first year or all of your degree? Typically, I think that scholarship might only be for your ISC program, from how I'm reading this. What you want to do is you can look on the fees page of the Royal Holloway International Study Centre website. So that will say all the fees of your course, but at the bottom it also has scholarship information about future scholarships. So there's options like there's I think a 10% discount on the next year of your degree based on your performance. And then there's special scholarships you can apply for. So yeah, as I said, have a look on the fees page of our International Study Centre website, so Royal Holloway ISC website, and that will have scholarship information at the end. And then also you can ask your educational counsellor, and they can again talk to us, and we can send you correct web pages. But I think that's just for your international year at the ISC, and I think you have to have other ones applied for future degree. Okay. All right, I'm glad it was helpful. Okay, yeah, so hopefully see you all soon. Make sure you attend the next pre-arrival event. But yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you all on time very soon on the Royal Holloway campus. So thank you so much, everyone. All right, goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.